Hola. Hello. Hello. What it do? What's up, beautiful people? Happy Tuesday. Happy Transformational Tuesday. I'm rolling around with Mr. He's not a very conversational type with people he don't know. Maybe that's the Philly in him or the Marine in him or something. But I love having a husband who's more about action than words. Actions speak louder than words. Y'all wrote a song about it. What's up? Somebody said, did I get... No, I ain't got him yet. What I do have is a limited reach in my on some of my platforms. Yeah, guys, that's just kind of goes along with the territory. It is what it is. I was just bumping in here because I wanted you guys to take a look at the conversation we had yesterday on mental health. I'm really trying to get back into a place of just really focusing my energy and my time on WIRF media. That's where it all lives. What's up, Shanquetta? I see you, boo. Look, Shanquetta, I know you be booking them shows. Hit our management up, because we ready. Y'all know these legal bills ain't no joke. And I'm going to get them done no matter what. Thank God for friends in high places. I thank God for that, for sure. People, and I do want to take the time out. Detour. I do want to take the time out to say to everybody who supported me, everybody who has called me and let me know that they have my back, let me know that they repped. When it's time to go, we go, and hopefully, this thing doesn't get too terrible. You know what I'm saying? I'm always about peace and love, but I think what happens a lot of times is that people mistake people who are skilled at love and giving. They mistake us for not being people who are skilled at war, and unfortunately, I've had to fight. I feel like The Color Purple all my life. I had to fight for my content. But seriously, you guys, I've had to fight more times than I care to share. And this was just one of them days. Okay, this is the remix. Shout out to Monica. Not to bring her into a conversation like this, but I love me some Monica. And this is just one of those times where I just decided that I wasn't going to sit back and allow what I worked 17 years developing. And I guess that's the thing, get ready for the numbers to start decreasing on this, y'all, but we don't keep the message out there. But I started this thing over 17 years ago, right? It was my baby that created R&B Divas. I've said it before. Selena, Monifa, Angie Stone, Faith, a lot of the ladies from Soul Kids Cabaret migrated over to R&B Divas. And what we did, which we'll start showing, is actually I'm finally at a place where we're starting to really program WIRFmedia.com. So what we're doing now is, I've got so much footage and so much stuff from when we were first making Soul Kittens Cabaret. I document everything. Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. Don't get rid of one email ever. If it's about business or it's pertaining to business and your intellectual properties, indeed, keep your emails. Don't go purging your emails. And then what I do is I download a file and I keep them in a drive, and I keep that in another place in a whole nother state. Like, you got to just keep your stuff safe and make sure that if ever, whenever you need to call on your stuff and your paperwork and, your folks is there, because thank God my dad was in this industry. And he taught me a lot about just making sure. My mom, I learned all my entrepreneurial stuff from my mother. But my dad worked for Motown for a number of years. What you doing, babe? Oh, okay. My dad worked for Motown for a number of years. And he, I remember it's so funny. My dad told me that, when I first signed my very first contract, you know how we be, y'all. We be geeked up. And I signed my first record deal and my publishing deal. And I just remember my dad saying, you know, Nick, if you see the word perpetuity, run. If you see the word perpetuity, run. Of course, I didn't listen to my dad, right? Because we just be hard-headed asses. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, I got a booger in my nose? Or somebody just bullshitting and trying to distract me? Okay, it's a little fuzzy wuzzy. I just came from the gym. Thanks, Booger Police. Now can you concentrate? Back to that's why I don't even look at the comments, you guys. I try not to look because then I get distracted and I'm trying to send a message out here that, you know, evil motherfuckers don't want me to get out here. But I'm gonna say it anyway. Signed a deal because I was geeked up, right? Signed a deal because I felt like, you know, I need this, and, you know, this is the only way I'm gonna get it. And the truth is, a lot of people in during the time that we signed our record deals, and y'all gonna have to just hear this, booger or not, like everybody don't have boogers. See, I done got distracted. A lot of people signed our deals back in the day. We were young. Y'all, I was 23, 24 years old. And I don't regret any of it. And I truly believe, truly believe that my team, let me say this, my team at MJJ, I had two amazing women, Linda and Marla, on the publishing side, who really looked out for us. And there were things in our contract that a lot of people and a lot of artists, well, I don't know what people's contracts are, but I've heard that we had some benefits there being signed to Michael Jackson. So I'm very grateful for that. But I still just didn't listen. I didn't listen to my dad, who had been there. My dad said, Nick, this is what you need to do. Don't take a whole bunch of money up front. You know what I'm saying? You want to own your content. You want to. And I was just caught up in being famous. I was just caught up in wanting to be a singer. I was 23 years old. I didn't know better. I learned the hard way. I've learned the hard way over and over and over again. And I'm not even saying that this situation that I'm in today is not hard. And I'm not going to learn a very valuable lesson. What I am saying is that I'm finally at a place where I understand the value of ownership. I'm finally at a place where I understand how important it is to have an equitable piece of the pie. I understand what that means for our future, for our children. We are so often in this industry just geeked up to be famous, just geeked up for people to be like, oh, they rich, they paid, they whatever. We don't have shit when you compare it to what the people who, you know, own most of the stuff we create have. And this is not about wedging war against anybody, period. Like, it's not about that. Like I said, I'm very, 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 very into peace, but I'm just crazy enough to go to war to keep my peace, right? To make sure that my grandson can get a great education along with the work his parents do. To make sure that the generations after me, my nieces, my nephews, I got 9 siblings. I'm sorry, no. I got, 9 siblings. I want to be able to leave something behind for my family as well. I want to make sure that they're educated as well. I want to make sure that we can leave legacy. And everybody in this industry should be entitled to those same benefits and rewards. A lot of us out here running these streets from back in the day. Well, let me not speak about a lot of people, because again, I can't bring other people's stuff into mine. But there are some artists, and I've been one of them in the past, who's out here without even having medical insurance, because it's ebb and flow, you guys. Now, thankfully, I have it now. I'm covered now by the grace of God. But there are moments when we don't even have the basic necessities. So why in the hell will we stand back and not fight for the intellectual properties that we create? Why would we be beholden to agreements that are just not current? They're just not. The agreements of 25, 30 years ago really are irrelevant today because of the means that the media can be. Are you walking up on my husband? Hold on. Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to get off into all that. Y'all got to work me a dime. But the reason why I established WIRF Media is because I realized that there is a golden opportunity. And shout out to the Jasmine brand. Oh, my God. Man, all of the outlets that have shared my story, because, again, you know, it's being, my reach is being reduced, because that's just the kind of power people. Well, I mean, I don't know what's going on. Let me just not say that. But shout out to Jasmine brand, who has really embraced my message, and I'm gonna take some questions in a minute, y'all. I just gotta get this out. Who has really embraced my my truth and just allowed, without taking one side or the other, and allowed me to have a platform to share that. And that and other outlets, Shade Room and Bossip and, Funky Dineva. Thank you, Funky Dineva. Thank you, Funky Dineva. I failed to mention him before. Y'all, we used to be arch enemies and now we're good. Thank you to everybody. We have had a tremendous amount of traffic on WIRFmedia.com. And that means so much because all I'm trying to do is help move the culture forward. All I'm trying to do is stand up to what I feel is being bullied. Like, I'm tired of creating shows and ideas and concepts and just having people just decide, oh, well, we're going to do this. You know what I'm saying? With R&B Divas, contrary to what anybody will tell you, I created the show. I didn't just create, and I sound like a broken record, but the reason I keep bringing it up is because, as y'all can see, R&B Divas follows me everywhere I go. I can't even have a legitimate claim. Okay. I'm backseat driving. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't even have a legitimate claim on content that I create because people gonna bring up that R&B Diva shit like it really is relevant. That's dumb as hell, because at the end of the day, I was fighting for my intellectual property rights during R&B Divas. I was just letting it be known. Sorry, y'all. I was letting it, there go the glitches and stuff happening. Bear with me, y'all. That's why y'all need to go to WIRFmedia.com, because this journey is going to go, whether or not certain platforms let it go or not. But anyway, created R&B Divas, brought Phil Thornton, brought Think Factory Media, brought Paul, brought everybody on board. And I don't regret any of that, because I think that what happened with R&B Divas is what made me realize that I needed to really be focused on ownership. I thought it was going to be enough to be created, but I didn't even get it created by credit. Y'all, when y'all look at the Wikipedia, like, me and my husband sat up for days editing the content that got the show sold. They used our footage. They used our content that we shot and filmed. I flew people down. I paid for transportation for people to come and be a part of this thing. We owned, in our minds, not on paper, this R&B Divas thing. And that is where the lesson came in. It don't matter if it's not on paper. Now, thankfully, I got all my paperwork ready and right and ready to go on Soul Kittens Cabaret. And thankfully, I co-own From the Bottom Up. But I didn't own R&B Divas, which is the biggest franchise in the history of that network, right? And I'm not saying this for beef. Like, people think because you tell the truth about something that you beefing with them. This ain't about no damn beef. It can be. Sometimes it need to be. But I don't deal with beef. That's my beef handler right there. But anyway, I'm bringing him into some shit he ain't asked to be brought into. But my point is just, please understand that what I'm fighting for is not ego. It is not greed. It is not to hurt anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to stop anybody's bag, but I will protect my legacy. I will protect the intellectual properties that I create. I hope you took the time to look at my statement. And the reason I chose to make a statement about intellectual properties and the importance of us having them is that is how we build wealth, you guys. It's no secret that people of color are great musicians. People of color are great actors and actresses and creators and athletes. And we just got this thing in us that God has given us, this sauce, and it's sad because we don't benefit from it the way that we should. And all I'm saying is that we deserve the opportunity to be equity partners in everything we create. That is all. That is it. That is all. And not because I'm 52, I'm not trying to run around, flossing and flogging and carrying on. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to build a platform for women and girls of color who are underserved, who deserve to have a voice, for the voiceless women and girls who are constantly, y'all look at my I've been talking about domestic violence. I've been talking about sexual assault. I was trying to do what do you call it, nonprofit situation on R&B Divas, but they played me and made it seem like I was trying to do something nefarious then. And that is what's so foul. I stay in litigation. I stay in situations where I'm fighting for my rights, and I will stay in it as long as I need to, because I want people to understand that you can fight for what you believe is yours. You should have your opportunity in court. And it's foul because I don't know but God. And that's just that. But God, and my mama in heaven, and my daddy in heaven, and my sister Maxie in heaven, and all of my ancestors, but them, I am able to fight this thing, because it's not cheap. It is not easy. They're going to pull out all the stops. I realize I am Nikki and Goliath. I understand that, you guys. I'm perfectly clear. And to anybody who like, she crazy, she says such. Okay. AKA coward. That's all that shit is. And I'm not that. And this ain't about, like I said, it's not about anything except making sure that our future generations, our kids can go to school, they can get educated, they can open businesses. And what we're doing at WIRFmedia.com, please register. What we are doing is really about the community. It is really about the people. I'm not just putting on no vest and putting my neck out here and spending money for a year. Well, oh God, there I go. But spending money for longer than I have wished to have spent money trying to deal with this, because I'm trying to impress motherfuckers. I'm doing this because it's important to the culture. I'm doing this because it's important to our people. I'm doing this because we have sat back and we have allowed this to happen over and over and over again. And everybody's scared to speak up. So call me whatever you need to call me. Just spell it right. WIRFmedia.com. Okay, now I've been running my mouth. I'm trying to answer a few questions if there are any questions. Matter of fact, let me pin it, because, I just need to make sure. I'm going to pin this right quick, because I just need to make sure y'all know where it is and where to go. Because I'm looking up, and on Twitter, I got 58,000 followers and literally 0 views on every post I've posted. And I don't know what that's about. But I know that it's probably got something to do with, I don't know. Let me just be quiet before my lawyers start texting me, because they show everybody watching everything. And to all of you watching, please be clear. I don't want this any more than you do, but I'm going to fight for what's right. And we all watching. Everybody watching everybody. Especially, well, yeah. So, I'm just saying, everybody watching everybody. Now, what we need to be doing is figuring out how to get to a place where we can collectively make money. Because at this point, I ain't even gonna hold y'all up. That's what it's about for me. It's about getting at least a million women at $30 a year. Do y'all know the content that y'all are going to be getting at $30 a year? Do you know the stories that you're going to have access to? The streaming stuff that you're going to be able to watch and acquire and learn from, the panel discussions you're going to be able to be a part of. Do you understand the concerts, the live events, the real creativity and the real art in this brand? Y'all already know. Y'all, if you went and you looked at WIRFmedia.com, yep, saying it all day, and you looked at that 47 comparisons, hour-long comparisons, and you don't know that some of, if not large, what is it called? What's the legal term? Substantially similarities or whatever came out of this brain. I am without doubt proud to say that I know my vision and I know my creativity and I know where I got it from. My mama and my daddy were artists. I understand how to create content. I understand how to create hit shows. Ask them people that's done made millions and millions and millions of dollars off of my ideas and ain't paid me $2. Now, it's exaggerated. This allegedly ain't paid me $2 or whatever I have to say to make this, not the thing. See what she said? Yeah, because we got it all. And trust me, we didn't just start getting it when stuff just start going away. I'm trying with everything in my spirit to be as centered and as calm and as strategic as I can. And thank God for my circle of friends who are constantly reminding me, and my lawyers. Thank God for my attorneys, my advisors, and I got a lot of them, and they not cheap. And Lord God, pray for us. But I thank God for people who are constantly reminding me the end game is that you've already won. I've already won. I've already won because the message is getting out there. The traffic is off the chain on WIRFmedia.com. The people are seeing what it is. It's a couple folks out there that are not willing to speak up. It's a couple of people out there that, don't like me because they don't like my black guns, my knock knees, and the SpongeBob. What I care about are the countless women, girls, men, LGBTQIA community. Watch our post from last night. The countless people that are going to be inspired by the fact that I just did not roll over and let somebody, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I know what this is, but they not crazy either. And they know what this is too. And at the end of the day, it's just going to be Nikki and Goliath. And I need as much support as I can get. I need as many of y'all that will go and look and at least help balance that narrative that I'm just doing this to hurt somebody, because I'm not. You tell me if you saw what you see at WIRFmedia.com that you wouldn't fight for it, that you wouldn't feel like you were entitled to be able to be heard about it. And it's so hard, you guys. It is so hard. I'm not even gonna front. I'm strong. I'm gonna post my workout after this just to show y'all how strong I am, because I've been working my ass off. But this is hard. It is hard mentally. It is hard emotionally. It is hard financially. The last time I was in the middle of fighting for my intellectual property rights, a week before I went to arbitration, my best friend in the world just died. So it is giving me PTSD. But I'm going to fight. I know for sure that I come from warriors. I come from a warrior. What you looking at? You want me to use that your sign for me to get up? Oh, security. I know I come from warriors. I know what I come from, and I know that I'm built for this. And by the grace of God, my family, my friends, my people who are holding me up, my people who have called me to check on me, my people who have offered to cook and to, hey girl, what we need to do? How we gonna fundraise? How we gonna blah, blah, blah. I am so grateful for those people. The best thing that anybody can do for me right now is make sure you push traffic to WIRFmedia.com. That is all there is to say about it. It is right there. It is right there for everybody to see. I told y'all I was documenting this journey. Today was tough because, whenever you wake up and you get them bills, you be like, oh my God, but we gonna do it. And by the grace all the streamers, I know a lot of people on YouTube scared to touch it. I get it, y'all. Everybody it didn't happen to y'all. It didn't happen to y'all, which is why I want you to understand this fight is not just about me. This fight is for us. This fight is for y'all. This fight is for your kids who want to get involved in the entertainment industry. We just want to make sure that this business is more fair. This business is more equitable. We don't need to keep talking about these diversity and inclusion rooms. We don't need to keep talking about how we standing up for all of this stuff. So much of what happens in our community is linked to what we see in the media every single day, you guys. Listen to me. I'm going to say it again because this is important. So much of what happens in our community, and I know I look crazy, is linked to what is happening in the media, the images and the narratives that we see. I am just somebody trying to change the narratives and the images and show our community that there is something better out there, that we are talented, we can sing, we can truly act, we can tell stories and films and TV shows and have concepts that are not about, and I'm not attacking nobody, but everything is about stripping, everything is about drugs, everything is about killing in the streets, everything is about, it's like Black people we can't do nothing else. It's like if you're not in our community and you don't see all the great, amazing things that people of color are doing, if you don't hear the stories, all these amazing stories of women who stood up against, we got Black History Month coming and Women's History Month, who has programming dedicated to really talking about the women of impact in our community, the women who have changed. See Dolores Tucker. People be like, who is that? What the fuck? Yes. Who asked who C. Dolores Tucker is? Fannie Lou Hamer. Who asks who these women are? People who don't get a chance to see them. We have seen 11 stories of Whitney Houston dying because of drug use. We have seen 11 stories of the tragedies that happen in this industry. It is time, you guys. And I'm not trying to be on a soapbox, but if God, Lord, forgive me. If this is where I'm supposed to be about it, this is where I got to be about it. It's time for us to have the opportunity to share content and media that empowers our people. Okay, wrap it up. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. Seriously, I know I talk too much because I'm too passionate about this shit. It's too real for me. It is not about me. It's about my grandson. It's about your kids. It's about Detroit. Detroit deserves to be a leader in entertainment because the shit started there, in music anyway. It's about all these inner cities where all this dope-ass content is coming from these young boys that need to have opportunities to cultivate and develop their gifts. And maybe they'll be off the streets with these guns and all this crazy shit. We love the beat. We love how they can put their cadence and their rhymes together. Maybe if they had something different to rhyme about, it wouldn't be so toxic. But there I go. Okay, right. Okay, that's a whole nother thing. I'm not trying to fight the world. I'm not. I don't want to. But I will stand here by myself with my soldier and his team and our people. And we will fight this if we have to. Because it's just, what else are we going to do, y'all? Sit back and act like it's okay? And be fake? And be phony? Yeah, I'm on one today. Be fake and be phony. Call me mean, call me a bitch, call me Cruella, call me the person who took down R&B Divas, call me the person who stopped this other show, P-Valley, whatever, because I didn't and it ain't true, but, call me the showstopper if that's what y'all gonna do. Anyway, all I'm doing is fighting for my rights, for the things that I created, for the things that I believe that I'm entitled to. And if that is wrong, then I don't want to be right. And I mean that from the bottom of my baby toe. If that is wrong, I don't want to be right. Period. So I'm gonna stop. Because I'm sure my lawyers are like, oh, God, what is she doing? And some of my friends are, too. I see everybody. I see everything. We watching everything. Just like everything is being watched. Be clear. I want this to go away as fast as y'all do. But I'm not. I know my worth. Hashtag know your WIRF. Hashtag go to WIRF. Media.com. Because that's where it's at. That's where it's going to be. We are setting it up for the future. We deserve a piece of the pie. We finally got a piece of the pie. I'm singing for y'all. Fish don't burn in the kitchen. The beans don't burn on the grill. Took a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. Now we up in the big leagues. And I'm turning back. As long as we lit, it's you and me, baby. And ain't nothing wrong with that. We're moving on up. Black people moving up. All right, that was corny, but I love y'all. Okay, I'll stop. I just had to get it out because that's the other thing. We holding inside our heart, the TMJ. People hate when I show that, but it is what it is. I've been holding this shit inside for a long time. I want it to be over. But we ready. And we are armored. Go to WIRFmedia.com, please. And even if you're scared to support me publicly, y'all can support me there. And the Cash App is Fight for WIRF. She ain't ashamed to say it. We over here doing good work. This campaign is important. Cash App, $, FIGHT, 4, WIRF. Actively support if that's what you're going to do. Yeah. It's that season. All right, peace.